Hello everyone. I'm going to show you how to pull your own astrology chart. I get that question a lot because, I teach people about astrology, so I want to show you guys how to do it. Okay, so on the screen here, you see that we have astro.com pulled up, astro.com. And all you do is you could do this two different ways. You could either log in, free account, or you can go ahead and just create an actual chart based on being a guest user. So we'll just take that route for you guys. So click on up here, it says My Astro. It says I'm not logged in, but there's a little button called My Astro. So you go right in there and you can either log in if you're a user or create a horoscope immediately as a guest user. Or down here, create a free registered profile. And up here, you would put your information in. I'll put my name, even though I already have mine on my other thing. And then I'm going to put gender. We'll do birthday, July. Giving you guys all my secrets, all my information about my soul contract, right? Okay. Let's see. I can never remember if I'm 8/14 or 8/16. It's awful, isn't it? I'm an astrologer. You would think I would know that for sure. I can never remember. I'll just put 16. Doesn't matter. Because I'm not doing this for real for myself anyway. All right, birth town. I was born in Daytona Beach, Florida. There it is. It'll pop up for you. It usually takes a minute though. And then just click, and you can see they give you a little bit of information. They give you sun, moon, ascendant right here with the degree. And I'm going to click continue. And then it's going to take you to this crazy page, and you probably get confused. So you just come down here and go to horoscope chart drawings. Now you can click on this one right here for just your natal chart, your birth chart. Or if you want to get fancy and you want to look at your transits or your progressions or anything, you can click on extended chart selection. I go to extended chart selection, but first I'm going to just take you guys this simple way, right? If you're not really knowing a lot about astrology yet, just go this way. What is that? It's an advertisement, okay? That's a first. All right, so you can see my chart down here. And if you click on it, it makes it nice and big for you. You can actually print this out if you want to. You can save it. So if you're looking at your natal chart, maybe you just you did this along with me, hopefully, and you can see that your ascendant AC is right over here. This is your rising sign, and you can see where your moon is. My moon's right here in the first house. You can see your sun. My sun's right over here, and it tells you up here too. If you don't know what the actual little glyphs look like, they're right over here, and they tell you what they're called: sun, moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, etc. And yeah, I'll do another one on these where I actually teach you guys some of the basic elements of an astrology chart, but for now I'll just give you a few little pointers. You want to know your sun, your moon, your ascendant. That's your basic personality type, right? Your moon is your inner child. Your sun is what you're becoming as you use your sun energies. You brighten up your whole life, your whole chart. You become better. Things get smoother for you. Your ascendant, your rising sign, is a lot of times what we say is like your outer personality, what other people project onto you and see. Your Pluto is so important because the Pluto actually shows your soul development, and it shows a little bit about what your soul wants to learn this lifetime. So your Pluto is what you're obsessed with, like your past patterns, your shadow side. So mine's up here in the 9th house, which is the Sagittarius house. And then so my Pluto polarity point would be the opposite, way down here in the 3rd house, which means I'm becoming the 3rd house. However, there's a little glitch with mine. If you ever see the North Node or South Node conjunct Pluto, wipes out your Pluto polarity point down here, and you're relearning what you did before because you skipped some steps. So that's me. I'm not actually going here. I've already been there. I'm actually redoing this again. So my past is my future. So North Node is your north node is what you're learning. So you're becoming and you're moving forward on your soul development. Your evolution is your north node. So my north node is up here in the 9th house with Libra. And so, yeah, I can go into all of that. Actually, I have a podcast on that. If you go to my blog, randyjoy.com, I do have a podcast on what your sun and your moon and your nodes and stuff mean. But I'll do another one. I'll do an actual video and I'll explain this stuff. But there's so many really cool things that you can see in somebody's chart. My healer, my wounded healer down here is in the house of Cancer, the 4th house. And you can see my sun and moon are super close in Taurus. But I could teach you guys all kinds of stuff about this. Anyways, let's look at how to do your chart for like right now, if you want to see what your transits are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back up. Let me just X out of this. And I'm going to go back to extended chart selection, and you click on that. And you can do partner stuff and everything on here, but let's keep it simple, right? Now this looks super confusing, right? But if you just scroll down and you go to where it says transits down here and you click on natal chart and transits, you'll be able to see your natal chart with the transiting planets. What's happening now? Click here to show the chart. Okay, this is a free chart, guys, so you're super lucky that today we don't have to draw these. I used to draw my astrology charts. We're so lucky that we have these wonderful platforms like astro.com to do this. Okay, so what you can see here on the outside are my transits. So right now I have Pluto in my 1st house. I have Venus up here in my 1st house hitting my ascendant. You can see I have Uranus down in the 3rd house. So if you get to know what the different planets mean, what they mean, really they correspond to a sign too, so it's pretty easy. So if you get to know each sign or each planet, same thing, you can kind of, that's how you learn astrology. You can kind of go, oh, okay, I have Uranus in my 3rd house, and my 3rd house is like, people, right? Just people in my life, people, not intimate partners, but just like random social people and stuff. And so you can kind of get to know the houses and then put it together with the energy of the planet. And that's how you get to know astrology. So that's the real secret. Uranus is surprises and explosions and uniqueness. And so that's in my 3rd house. So maybe I'm getting a lot of shocks in my 3rd house. And then you can also tie in the sign of Aries there, right? So you can get it gets a little complex, but as you get to know the signs and the planets, then you can kind of start tying things together. And you'll see, for instance, if you're going through a crisis, right? You might go and look at your chart and go, "Oh my goodness, right? I have an eclipse happening, right here in this house, and that's why it's a big transformation in my life in that area of my life." North node, my north node is in the 8th house. It's transiting my 8th house. This is deep, right? 8th house is Scorpio, death and rebirth, transformation, intimacy. So right now I'm being moved towards understanding myself intimately, understanding those that are closest to me intimately. And also it's in Virgo, which is shadow. So it's like, shadow, hello, look at your shadows. Fun stuff. A lot of us have some crazy stuff going on this year. Some major aspects going on, and I won't go into aspects right now, but anyways, I hope that gives you a little bit of insight. And if you ever hear an astrologer say, "Oh my God, so the moon is full in Taurus at 19 degrees, you want to go and look in your chart and see what planets are at 19 degrees in your chart, and that will give you an understanding, your natal, right? So that will get you an understanding of how that full crazy moon at 19 Taurus is affecting you, because if you have something at 19 in Taurus, what's conjunct, that means it's really transforming you in that area of your life. Or it could be that it's square or opposing, right? You have 19 degrees of Scorpio in your sun, and so now your sun is aspecting the full moon. So this gets complex, and I can teach you guys some things, but I guess I shouldn't jump in too fast. I just wanted to show you guys how to pull your charts and how to look just at how to see what you're looking at here. And this is your birth information, right? These are the signs. And if you're standing right here in the middle, You're looking out this way at the horizon on the east where the sun rises. That's why it's called the rising sign. And behind you is where it sets. So that's descendant. That's where other people are over here. This is your house of partnerships and relationships, and projections onto other people and stuff. So anyways, this is above us right here. This whole area up here is above us in the sky, and this is below us in the sky. When you draw this, you can see you're kind of staying in the middle. You're looking out the horizon and above and then below. That's a circle around you. You know, you're in the middle of your chart. This is your soul contract. These are certain archetypes and things that you're learning right now. And it's crazy how you can see, you can even look at somebody's chart for the year and go, oh, these few dates are super important, and they will be. So anyways, y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me, and I hope that gives you some good information. Bye for now.